Duddles Outdoor and Adventures. Now, on today's video, we're going to be talking about the three bows that lay in front of me, which you guys may not be able to see, so I will bring you down. As you guys can see, we have got three bows. Voila. Now, so on this side, we've got my partner's not Matthews, well, it's actually made by Matthews, but it is a Mission hammer. Then, and next to that, we've got my old faithful PC Stinger Max, which we're going to talk about. And then all the way over there, right there, we have got the mighty Elite Envision. So, let's get started, eh? So anyway, let's start off, because as you guys from the channel do know, this is my partner's lovely little Mission hammer. Isn't it such a cute little bow? Now, so has anything changed on this little bad boy? And I'm going to tell you a few things. Very subtle, but not major things really. Now, we're going to talk about, obviously, the price breakdown in Australian dollars. If you guys are from the US that are following my channel, you guys can do the math for the US. So, obviously we've got the Mission hammer right here, my partner's little Mission hammer. Now, as you guys would have seen when she first did her first ever video, she was shooting 35 pound, okay? Now she is up to 45 pound, woohoo! She's 45 pound now, so she's like literally 15 pound more, and then she can go start hunting deer with it. So, now, if I bring this up to the frame, you guys have a look just there, you will see the D loop is pointing down. Now, that's not normal, okay? So, if I point that D loop back down, so I twist the string, as you guys can see just there, that D loop is pointing straight down, right where my nose is. So, the peep sight just here is twisted, okay? So, what do we have to do to fix that? So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to go to my good friend's shop, which is at Eliza Archery in Seaford, Victoria, and get them to take this top string off and then give it a rotate and then pop it back on. Okay, simple as that. Now, also, if you guys have a look just here in the screen there, it has got different strings on it. That is because I bought my partner the best gift that any husband can ever buy for their partner when they're getting into archery, and buy them a set of big fella bowstrings from over here in Australia, who is a custom bowstring builder, which a lot of people love his work, and so do I, and I've always used big fella bowstrings. And if I bring it back up to the frame, you guys will be able to see just there, we've got a pink peep sight, purple D-loop. You can see that. And then we're obviously, her strings are purple and blue, which is my partner's two favourite colours in the entire world. So anyway, and also we've got that cute little wrist strap. How you hold the bow like this. Well, obviously my hand can't fit in it because I haven't got tiny fingers and tiny hands like my partner does. I got mad hands. Anyway, so, and then as you guys can see on the front here, we've got a short little 6-inch stabilizer. Now that is actually off the Stinger. So I put this on my partner's bow just so she can test it with a stabilizer, and then she can unscrew it off if she don't want to use it. She does prefer it without it, but I have been implying her to use a stabilizer every now and again, just to build her arm strength up, because she hasn't got very much upper body strength. As you guys can see, she has got the mighty Trophy Ridge Volt Sight, little 5-pinner. Bing! So I turn that on, spin that around, and then whoop, weird and everything, and voila! Pins light up, magic, lovely. And then obviously we have got the factory little whisker biscuit that came with the bow. And then obviously we've also got a little quiver mount just there from eBay. Now, as you guys will know, I do like to purchase archery stuff off eBay because I like to test cheaper products because I'm a tight ass. But, like I said, so far, the eBay products I bought, haven't had a bad incident with them just yet. But yeah, so that's my partner's little Mission Hammer, little bad boy that we have seen on channel. And to give you guys a little bit of a cost breakup, this is going to be a cost breakup in Australian dollars, so you US people and New Zealand people and people all over the world, you guys can add it up in your currency. So, in Australian AUD, this bow cost $900 to purchase. The big fella bowstrings was an extra $145 for the strings and cables to be custom made for this little bad boy. The Whisker Biscuit, that came with the bow. The bolt sight, I did purchase that on my own because I was originally going to put that onto the Stinger and take the standard Stinger sight off. So this sight cost me about 60, 68, 75 bucks, something like that in Australian. And then the little stabilizer came with the Stinger, so I call that as a free item. So all up for this little bad boy setup for my partner, and it also included 5 arrows and also a soft bag for transit. And obviously it came with a really cheap crap release. I recommend anyone who buys a compound bow setup, if you get a bow package, or as they would call it, a ready to hunt, I would definitely ditch the arrows and get quality, proper built arrows, such as who I am sponsored by, Crafted Archery, Mr. Dan. Quality arrows, and also get a quality release, because you will thank yourself dividends once you have a quality release and also a quality set of arrows, and you're not going to be chasing yourself. Okay, and that's what we've done with my partner. So she did have a set of cheap arrows that came with the bow. We pretty much threw her later in the bin and got her some quality arrows, and now this bow shoots magic with good quality arrows. All right, so now we're going to move on to my little backup bow. So this is my little backup bow, so when I do my little hunting trip in the next month, so this will become for me as well as the Envision. So this will be my backup bow. It always has been my little backup bow as in case something bad was to happen to my main hunting bow. So for the mighty Stinger people out there that will remember this bow from the channel, if you guys have a look, it's got red and black strings on it. So what does that mean? So I lent this to my mate originally many months ago, probably middle last year, or no, sorry, the year before that, before he got his bow, his brand new flagship bow. And he shot the living crap out of this little bad boy, and he loved it. You know, I helped him get back into archery. And if you're watching, buddy, you know who I'm talking about. So my good mate Ash, he shot absolutely living crap out of this, and I needed this for a backup bow leading up to a trip that we're going to do. And I was like, wow, okay, what am I going to do? I need strings. I called everyone, and I'm pretty certain the person I called was Abbey Archery in Queensland. And they go, well, we had a customer order a set of strings in. And they said, they're a red and black. And I'm like, yeah, cool, okay. I said, colour's no issue to me. And I said, how quick can you get them to me? And he goes, I can get them to you within 2 days. And I'm like, perfect, because then I can get them fitted to the bow, get the bow tuned, and then I can take it away with me. So, and you guys might be thinking to yourself, what kind of strings did I put on a Stinger Max, which is in anyone's book in Australia, anyone over in the US, this is literally a budget entry level bow because it's a solo cam bow. As you guys can see, you got a solo cam over this end, and you've got a cam on this side that does all the adjustments on the front here for your let off and all that. It's all done by this cam. That is just like an idler. That's literally just an idler wheel. So you guys might be wondering, what kind of strings do you think they are? Give you guys a quick look. I mean, obviously you won't be able to tell fully, I don't think, unless you're a real keen eye archer. You know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing. All right, give up guessing? These are gas bowstrings and cables. Yes, you heard me correctly. I put a set of $300 strings on a sub $500 budget bow as my backup bow. That's how much faith I have in this little bad boy. And I've had this bow for, oh, darling, how long do you reckon I had this bow for? About 5 years? Yeah, 4 years, yeah, something like that. I've had this bad boy for nearly 4 to 5 years. Okay, so it's coming up to the 6th year now I've had this. And I absolutely love this little bow. It's such an impressive little bow. And it's the same deal, like, as I said, with my partner's bow just before. Like, this came as a ready to hunt package. I pretty much threw the stuff that came with it straight in the bin. I kept the soft bag, I kept the crappy release that came with it, but they went straight in the cupboard. And then my release I used for my Envision, which you'll see very soon, is the same release I use for this when I shoot this. Now, I can't stress this enough when you get into archery. Like, there is sacrifices you can make when it comes to archery. There is plenty of sacrifices you can make. But the one sacrifice I will tell you guys not to cheap out on is your arrows and your release. Your arrows, the better quality of arrow you shoot, the more better your experience using a bow will be. You keep the cheapy arrows that come with the bow and you buy it as a ready to hunt package, 9 times out of 10 your experience is horrible, because either the arrows are under spine, either the arrows are too under spine for the bow that you're shooting and the poundage you're shooting, or they're too overspined. And if they're too overspined, that could cause catastrophic issues with you as you're shooting your bow. So, but that's a totally different video that we can get into this year about, stiffer arrows compared to underspined arrows. So yeah, so this has got $300 gas bowstrings on it from the US. And if you guys see just up here, so I bring that in like that, you guys will see just right there where the part of my knuckle is. That is a Bowmar nose button. Now, you guys will hear me talk about the Bowmar stuff. I am not sponsored. I do not have an affiliate link to the Bowmars at all. I'd love to meet them one day, but that's a different story. But the products that Josh puts out, especially these nose buttons, are unreal. Like, I started shooting one of these when they first brought them out to Australia. So I'll bring that in. That little green thing just there. And it's got little spikes on it. Now, obviously, my phone can't zoom in very well to show you the spikes on it. But so this is what they call the small recurve nose button in green, neon green. So my partner put that on there. Oh, no, sorry, not my partner. My good friend put that on there for his partner to use this bow. So this bow has gone through my best mate. Well, I mean, obviously started with me. Then my mate wanted to get back into his archery career and go back into the process of buying his now flagship model Elite Ethos bow. And then before he got that, he was shooting this. And then he go back to me. I went and put the gas bowstrings on it. And then it sat in the cupboard for a while, and then his lovely partner said that she wanted to pick up archery. So I said, well, here you go. Take the little bad boy back and start shooting this and all that. So this currently is set to about 25, I think it's about 25 inch draw and about 50 pound, I'm pretty sure my mate said that his partner got it up to. But now she has now put a purchase on her own new bow. So that could be another video into the future of this channel this year. And also, Happy New Year, guys, by the way. Happy 2025. Hope you all got wasted. But anyway, so yeah, so this bow, way it sits right now, I paid, I think from memory, this bow I paid, I think it was about 940 something bucks. No, sorry, my mistake. It was about $680 Australian I paid for this on special. It came with the Traper Ridge whiskey biscuit. Great little rest, believe me. If you're just getting out, a whisker biscuit is very good and it's very forgiving, except for if you start running heavy arrows, then your arrow actually falls straight through the bottom of it. It'll sit down there, so that makes it more dangerous. But if you're just shooting like, you know, field points, no insert outserts, no 50 grain brass inserts or 75 grain brass inserts and lighter knocks and all that kind of stuff, you'll be fine. Like just shooting it at a target, perfectly fine. And like I said, great little forgiving little whisker biscuit. Obviously came with the PSC sight pins. I don't think there's, oh yep, there we go. There you guys go. Bring it over there. As you guys can see, lights up the pins nicely. So I'll turn that off. But yeah, it came with this little bad boy. Came with the 5-pin sight. It came with the little red stabilizer you just seen before, my partner's bow. That's originally what came on this bow as a ready to hunt package, and I've just put my old faithful Red Zone. My very first stabilizer came on my very first bow when I first started my archery career. It was a Red Zone Falcon. If you guys have had an experience with like a Red Zone compound bow or like a really old bow when you first started, put it down in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to find out what you guys started off with in your archery career. So yeah, and then we've got a 9/16 peep. So it's about a 9/16 peep. Bit hard to see, I do apologise. That'll give you a rough idea there. Okay. So it's a 9/16 peep. I always run a large peep because I like to let a lot of light in when I'm shooting. Because I do shoot a lot at low light if I'm shooting bunnies or I'm shooting foxes, or if I'm out there doing my deer stalking and I see a deer at last light, I want plenty of light through the peep as much as I can so I can make a nice ethical shot. So that is a Stinger. So roughly about 684 bucks roughly, I think, Australian. I paid for this when I bought it. So this thing's set and done. Like, I haven't replaced the sight on it yet. The whisker biscuit I haven't replaced just yet. Oh, sorry, I have replaced it. I have replaced it with a Trophy Ridge one, whisker biscuit to replace it. Only because once the strings got really bad, the whisker biscuit was even worse. It was flared out. It looked horrible. Yeah, like I said, I'm running a small Bowmart nose button on there. But yeah, so that with the gas bow strings, the little Red Zone stabilizer on it, which I basically classify as a free item because I've had that for years sitting in my cupboard. The Trophy Ridge whisker biscuit sight, I purchased two because I bought one to replace this one on the Stinger and also one to replace my partner's bow. So I've got that one sitting up in the cupboard as a spare. I've got a brand spanking new whisker biscuit for my partner's bow, so when hers does get shot out, so then I have to, you know, spend any money on that. So I am a bit of a tired ass, not gonna lie. I like to buy eBay products and test. So, but anyway, so all up with everything on this little bad boy, we're probably looking at, I don't know, I reckon I'd have to say about 1,200 bucks set up for this little bad boy. This is $1,200. You know, that's including arrows, all your arrows cut down to your arrow length. So arrows, a proper release aid, and you can get a bow shooting as good as anyone else. Like, I go to league every Wednesday night. The first night I went there with my flagship Elite, and I got beaten by a kid who had one of these with the cheapest sight that came on it, the cheapest whisker biscuit on it, and I've been shooting for longer than this young bloke, but yet it just proves to you, like, literally a sub $1,000 solo cam bow, a PC Stinger Max can beat someone who's shooting a, you know, $2,000+ bow. You know, it all comes down to the person who shoots it. You know, but I love this bow. It's my backup bow, and it will be on the channel this year. So stay tuned. So let's jump on in, guys, to the main reveal. The most heaviest bow that I own. And probably it's probably the longest in axle to axle length. So this is my Elite Envision done in mountain tan. So as you guys can see there, Envision, the nice, beautiful Elite logo. So as you guys can see, this is my Elite Envision. So this will be on the channel a lot this year, especially in all my hunting content, chasing those little things up in the background, those antlers that are up on the wall, chasing some sandbar, some fallow deer. Might even try and get my chance on some red deer, possibly may have some property for that. But anyway, so my Elite Envision. I can't tell you all the specs on it. I do not remember any of the specs for any of these bows. But if you guys do want to know, jump onto either Lancaster Archery Supplies, or one of the best shops ever in Australia, Eliza Archery in Seaford, Victoria. Check them out. They'll tell you all the specs. Potsy over there, great bloke. Watch him, go ask him, he'll tell you the specs. Cool. Alright, let's get into it. So, this is my Elite Envision, which I did purchase from Eliza Archery in Seaford in Victoria. No, don't worry, I'm not doing any quotes for being sponsored. Promise. Anyway, so this is my Elite Envision. So as you guys can see, just there, Envision Elite. As you can see, it's got a beautiful little factory dampener just there. Spin a bagger in. You got one there? Okay. And you got the beautiful Elite grip, which everyone is famous that know all about the Elite grips. You either like them or you hate them. When I first got it, I hated it. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated the grip. I just thought, you know, why have these little inlays? I didn't like it. But it grew on me, it's all right. So the Elite Envision does have a wider limb pocket. That is a metal limb pocket. These are Gordon Glass limbs here. One of the best limbs that are ever made in the US, ever. And any bow that you buy nowadays is 95% running Gordon Glass limbs. So these are the wide Gordon Glass limbs from Elite. So I'm not sure on the cam, but that is the cam. Top and bottom. So, and it's also rocking the smooth mods is there. As you guys can see just there, that is your let off. Mine is set all the way, so mine's set at 90% let off. I just love the 90% let off. You get back there and you pull it back, you lock into the back wall, it's not moving, it won't budge. You cannot physically force this back anymore and get any movement. It is locked in there. But if you do want the option to have so if you have a look over here, you see this little metal thing down here, just there where my finger is, right there. That's called the limb stop. So as you guys will be able to see up there, you got those 3 little screws up the top there, and you'll screw the factory limb stop part that comes with the bow in the package. You screw into any one of those holes up the top there, and then that'll give you a limb stop. So the cam will come out and it'll smack into that limb. It'll hold it dead stop. And Elite is very renowned for their super, I wouldn't say forgiving back wall, but dead back wall. Like you get back there and it is dead. You can't physically force it back anymore. And this bow is set at 65 pound, fully maxed out, as you guys can see there. So, anyway, I'm moving down. It's got the factory winner choice strings on there. Now, it's factory rubber dampeners on the strings on the factory, and then the factory rubber dampener there for the string to bing and hit. We've got an orange D-loop. Then we've got the mighty Bowmar nose button again. See the trend happening? Running the neon green large Bowmar nose button. That's the recurve version, not the compound one. The compound one is a little bit more softer, where the recurve one has got the spikes a little bit more sharper per se. So like if you rubbed your nose on it, you'd obviously cut yourself. We've got a 9/16 peep. Try and show you guys that. About a 9/16 peep or 3/16, whatever, large peep. Anyway, another rubber dampener. We've got the set technology, which Elite is famous for. I don't know if I'm going to get breaking out on the screen. There we go. There we go. Mighty set technology just there. Top and bottom. Don't have to show you every single one. But anyway, you get the idea. So move along to the sight. we have got the mighty Trophy Ridge React sight on the front. So I absolutely love this sight. Simple, easy, no hassle. So nothing's going to affect you when you go hunting. Nothing can physically come loose, so it'll wreck your shot if you're shooting at a trophy of a lifetime, whatever it may be. This sight is perfect for you to budget. I wouldn't say budget, it's kind of in that intermediate kind of sight. You know, like it's kind of between like that PSE Stinger sight, which will be like your budget sight, then this will be intermediate, and then you'll go to like UB sliders and all that kind of stuff, and spot hogs and all that kind of stuff, and then you go to very heavy weighted front sights. I went for simplicity. That's all you need out there in the bush. You don't need all the fang bangle things, you know. I mean, we all do, but we don't desperately need them. It's a need, it's not a want. My wife's look. I knew the wife was going to say that. So anyway, got a G5 quiver mount just there. Got the QAD Hunter drop away. You know, it goes up and then it goes pew. Simple, easy. Got a little bit of orange on that to break up the mountain tan to go with the orange D-loop. Should have went to the orange nose button, would have been Mickey. But anyway, so let's go around here. So that is the Bee Stinger Hunter stabilizer in black. I think from memory it came with a set of 5-ounce weights on the front, stupid heavy. Didn't need them. They were just like, you could use them as discus, really. Remember discus from school? But just chuck them straight in the packet, didn't bother about them. And then we go around the side here, spin it back around again. I'll bring it up a little bit higher and see the theme. Another Bee Stinger. Got this off my good friend Ash. He had it in his cupboard, had a dirty, massive weight on the back. I've taken the weight off. This Bee Stinger stabilizer and the front one, and none of them are running stabilizers. I've run them with 1 ounce weights on the front and the back bar. I couldn't really tell the difference, so I just run them like that, no weights on them, just the weight of the actual stabilizers. So it's got a little rubber dampener on the front one and the side one. This one's a camo one, hence the reason I got this off my good mate. He didn't want it, he was going to chuck it in the bin. I'm like, no, I'll take it, why not? So chuck that on there. Rocking a, you'll see the trend here, that is an eBay sidebar. That's not a brand name one, that's an eBay one. But you know what? It does the job. You know, it's quick disconnect, like ones that you buy in the shop, and then you put the thing on there. Now it's not going to do it because I'm trying to film. Get on there. I swear it's not this hard, I promise. It's just because I'm filming. But anyway, see, do a quick disconnect. But anyway, all right, so that is my review on all 3 of the bows. I could bring my bow. I could bring my brother's bow out, but that's currently at Eliza getting new strings, so that'll be another video. But it's basically a Stinger. It's a Stinger 3G, so it's an old Stinger. So it's slightly longer axle where the Stinger Max is slightly shorter. Just a bit more compact the Stinger Max is compared to 3G. But anyway, so this bow all up, set up, shang bango. This little bad boy set me back probably about, I'm going to say at the point of this film, this bow's probably set me back a little over, I'm going to say about 2.2. So it's the most expensive bow in our little array of bows. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys did have a nice, happy and safe new year for the start of this year. I know I had a great one, and I'm sure you guys did too. So I hope you guys stay safe, get out there, enjoy shooting your bows, get out in the beautiful great outdoors that we call our own here in Victoria. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and guess what? I'll see you guys all in the next one. You!